Hello there, my name's Waddles. What is your name? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing exceptionally well. Welcome back to Minecraft Basics, the series where I teach you some basics. I talk about some basics of this very big, large, sometimes unapproachable game. So today we will be talking about that scary, dreadful first night. Of course, if you missed last episode, it'll be, well, somewhere, so make sure you look around for that. Maybe it'll be on the end slide or something. I recommend checking that out first or after this video. It's all good. Episode 3 will be on some farming stuff, I believe. So with all of that, make sure you leave a like for episode 3 if you enjoy this video, and also make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more awesome, cool content. With the intro out of the way, let's swing right on to that first day, first night type of stuff. And we have landed in our new world, freshly generated for this series. I will switch between creative and survival, mainly doing this in survival. So I'm assuming you're new to the game. So down by the bottom, we have our health, our hunger, which you don't want to drain, the level bar, which will fill up as you level up. And then here's our inventory. This book is for crafting things. It'll be a little different if you're on Bedrock Edition, but it's pretty much the same concept. Now, we have our first night. If you look up in the sky, where's it? There it is. There, that is the sun. Yeah, that's the sun. That is going to slowly move, and then go down. Now, in this first night, first day, you have a few things you need to think about and get done. You really need food, you need a bed, basics, shelter, and of course, mark where you spawn. Mark where you spawn in the world. So that's the first thing you're gonna do off the bat. You spawn into a brand new world, mark the spawn. So I spawned right where I'm standing, you know, so go over to a tree, start punching that tree down, and then what I like to do is turn a little bit of that wood that I get into planks, and then simply tower up a little bit. Now it's up to you if you want to go up above the trees or anything like that. I'm not gonna, doesn't really matter, but you want to mark that so you can come back to it and find it. There's not really an easy way to figure it out necessarily, so just mark spawn. It's really easy to do, really quick, and it'll save you hassle later on in the game. So this is a bonus chest. I chose bonus chest for an example. Seeing as it's a new world, I would totally recommend that. I talked about it in episode 1, so there's my bonus stuff. So grab your bonus chest, take everything out of it. Now you need to hurry and start finding food and sheep. Now you need sheep because that is how you get wool, which is how you get a bed. You do not want to try and fight that first night. So what I would recommend is making a sword. Now with this handy book, it will show you how to craft things if you're on the computer. If you're on Bedrock Edition, it's really similar as well. And I recommend making a pickaxe if you haven't already found one, an axe, and a hoe. Those are the main ones. You can make a shovel if you want in the beginning, but honestly, you probably won't need a shovel right off the bat. So now the hunt for sheep and for food. Now you can run around, that's all good, it's up to you, but if you run, your hunger is going to go down, and if you're on hard, you can die from starving, so be very careful. Now when you're looking for sheep, keep in mind that they spawn usually in the plains, which is this area, a forest, which is an area with trees, or a mountain. They don't usually spawn in the desert, so don't bother looking around there for sheep, but I found my sheep. So you need to kill 3 of the same color. If you're playing a newer version of the game, you need the same color wool, so kill 3 of them. If you have shears, use the shears, of course, but assuming you don't have those, get that wool. So now you have a bed. Now you really don't have to worry about that first night. And also, I would advise for you to stay relatively close to where you spawned in the world. Now mine was right back over there, so I'm pretty close. But now, after you have your bed, you really need food. So take your hoe that you crafted, or maybe you didn't craft it, and start tilling along the water. You can actually till 4 blocks out from the water and it will work. So 1, 2, 3, 4. From this source of water right here, that's how that works. And then you need to plant something. So if you're really lucky and you spawn next to a village, which is basically a village, there will be villagers in it, and there's crops planted in that village, and those crops in that village are good. But if you're not lucky, like I'm not very lucky, it's not common that it'll happen, punch the grass, get the seeds, and plant the seeds. This will make wheat, which you can get bread out of. Like I said in the intro, episode 2 will cover farming a bit more, so we'll talk about that in, episode 3. But you need to start a farm and be patient, the stuff will grow. While you're waiting for this to grow, I recommend start carving out your first house. This is the step where a shovel comes in handy. So make a shovel if you haven't already, and make a house. Now, you might say, Waddles, what's a house? What do you mean by make a house? Well, this is what I mean. Don't make a box on the ground. Find the side of a cliff or the floor and make a hole in the cliff or the ground. Now, the reason you would want to do this is because, well, I'm going to go over here, but the reason you would want to do this is because by making a box on the ground, you don't get any more materials. So if your starter house is in the ground or in the side of a cliff like I'm doing here, you will eventually hit cobblestone, which is the next like layer up, the next tier of tools. Cobblestone tools, or stone tools is what it is actually called, is the next best thing. So you want to make a hole somewhere so you can get this cobblestone. You want to stock up on this stuff. This is a very important material in this game, and it's very, very useful, and it's nice for building with too. So I would recommend digging like a 5x5 hole in the side of a cliff somewhere. And now don't make it all open like I did. Make a door like this, and then you can craft a door out of wood. So while you're waiting for your food to grow, another thing you could be doing is planting trees and waiting for those trees to grow, because then the trees grow, chop them down, pick up the saplings, plant more trees. Keep doing that. You need to stock up on materials early on in the game, because it will make later game more fun. When you want to build a giant base, or you want to build a giant, I don't know, dinosaur, maybe you want to build a giant dinosaur, then you can have a lot of cobblestone to start off with. You know, it just makes it easier. And honestly, in that first day, I don't recommend running around a lot, because you don't have food and you'll die a lot. However, at the same time, it is nice to explore. So if you're going to explore in that first day, stay close. Stay very close to where you're working, or keep the bed with you. So my bed is with me in case it turns to nighttime. All of a sudden, like I got lost or something, throw it down and sleep, you know. So it looks like I have a mesa right near spawn, which is amazing. I love this biome. It's like a desert, canyon-y, cool area. And then we have forests all around. So this seed is really, really nice. If you're curious, this is the seed. You do /seed on the Java edition, and that's that. You put that in the seed generator if you want to play in this world. It looks really, really, really nice. It's becoming nighttime. The world is getting darker, which means the bad things are coming. So in your house, your little starter hole, you want to have a chest and a crafting table. You would want to have a furnace. The furnace will let you cook your food and smelt other things, and then you want your bed. Now, let's say worst case scenario, you don't have this stuff. You don't have a bed. Then you're going to have to fight the night out or wait the night out. And also throw a door on your house, a very important move. I didn't realize that the first time I played Minecraft, and zombies walked right in on me and killed me. But if you don't have a bed, this is harder now. I don't recommend running around out here with a wooden sword and trying to fight things. Hopefully you have cobblestone. Make a stone sword and try and do that, or just be patient and wait in your hole for the next day, and then go and start looking for sheep again. The first night is really rough and it's not fun. If you're really adventurous and curious, some mob fighting techniques. So I spawned a creeper in. What you want to do is hit the creeper and then back up so he doesn't blow up. So hit him and then back up, hit him and then back up, and you repeat this a few times and he'll die. That's how you fight a creeper. Now, a zombie. Careful with zombies. They go in hordes, but you just want to swing at them, wait for your cooldown, hit them again, and keep going like that. The problem with zombies is the groups of them. That can get overwhelming. A good tactic for this kind of stuff is staying near water, because mobs swim slower than you. So you can run into the water and kind of be a little safer. You see how slow he's swimming? very, very slow. If we swam, we go a bit faster than him, and we can get away from all of these zombies. Now, skeletons are not fun to fight at all. They are tough to fight. They move around and shoot you from a distance. But let's say you have a skeleton and you want to try and fight him. A good tactic is to rush him. Try and get rid of him as fast as possible. Now, look at my health. They're pretty strong, so careful. Like, watch your health bar. Don't let that deplete. The next mob that you might find is a spider. Spiders are pretty easy to kill. Just watch your health again, hit them. You know, spiders scare me the least, but they can climb things, so be careful about that. And then the final, most rare type of mob that you're likely to encounter on your first night is the Enderman. Do not fight the Enderman. This is a bad idea. If you stare at him in the eyes, he will kill you. They're very strong, and he killed me. Don't fight the Enderman on your first night. Don't look at them. Run from them. They're very bad. In the case that you died, what you want to do is hurry back to where you died and pick up all of your stuff. Then run inside so the Enderman doesn't kill you again. Endermen are no fun. Bad, bad, bad. And so that is your first day, your first night. The things that you need to do to refresh you is get a bed, start farming, make a little house, and mark your spawn so you don't regret it later down the road. I hope this episode helped you out. Episode 2, the first day, first night type thing. Another mob I forgot about was the witch over there. Witches throw potions at you, so they're like a skeleton but harder. Be very careful with the witches. They usually don't notice you until you get pretty close to them though, so keep that in mind. But I hope this video helps you out on your journey into the world of Minecraft. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss episode 3. It will be on farming again, so I hope to see you soon. Back again on episode 3. We'll go into some farming basics, some farming stuff. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Waddles. I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.